Hi, this is Peter Darts Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing a reading here now, astrology reading for Leo, September 2019. So let's see what we get here for you Leos. Okay. I have done a new video which I'm going to be uploading later today. It's nothing to do with psychic or astrology or anything like that. It's very political. But I just feel like it's something I've got to say, and hopefully you'll listen to it and voice your comments. You may agree with some of the things I'm saying, you may disagree, but I'm just voicing my opinion. Okay, right, so Leos. Oh, very, very interesting. It's like I feel as though you're coming to a bit of a crossroads now in your life. And it's like you're going to do a little bit of reevaluating here. So this is what you've done so far. You're looking at what you're doing and where you're at. And you're kind of figuring out where you're kind of going next. So it's like you're either carrying on doing what you're doing and trying to build things up more, or there's a feeling of here of new things coming in, new ideas, new prospects. So it's like you're looking, do you stay on this charted path, or do you stay with this new idea, or perhaps do you do the two together or combine them? But you're definitely pausing for thought here. But you're going to have people going to disagree with you a little bit. So you're going to have to really stand your ground now and do what's best for you. And this is going to be very interesting, but it's going to weigh you down at times, sort of not just physically, but mentally. So it's like you're going to have to really stick to your guns, come out strong, and focus on the best path for you. But it's like you're making major changes here. It's like you're knocking your life down here and kind of really rebuilding yourself. But I feel like it's good. And I also feel as if you don't do this change, don't do this rebuilding, I feel like eventually the universe could push you to make these changes. Okay. Also, a lot of you Leos at the moment, you can start to feel, whoa, I'm feeling great, empowered. And it's like, you've got a lot of positive stuff coming towards you. So I always look at your Ace of Cups as like your true love card. But I don't feel like this is just to do with love. It's everything that's coming together. There's a lot of growth here. And it may be slow, and it may have taken you time to get to this point in your life, but you're going to feel fulfilled here. It's like everything's looking plentiful, because this is the cup of plenty. So the emotion, the fulfillment is flowing. And look at this, the water here. It's like a river. It's like everything's going to start flowing. And you may have just started this journey, because you're crossroads here and you're starting something new or a new idea, but it's going to lead you to this. So this could take a few months, a few weeks, it could take you a couple of years, but it doesn't matter. Whatever you've got going on here, it's going to get you to this. And I'm being drawn with the ace being a 1. So I'm going to say to you Leos, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're starting, whatever you're looking at, it's going to take 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, or 10 years. And then you've got it. You're there. Now, when I say you've got it, I don't mean, let's just say if for some of you it's going to take 10 years, like a 10-year cycle. And it's funny, we're going into a new decade next year. I'm not saying that 10 years is like, oh my God, I've got to wait another 10 years. No. What I'm saying is, you're building up 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's growing now, but it's like where you're going, we're pushing up to a 10-year cycle. So in other words, let's just say in 3 years' time, you get to this point here, you'll be able to look back and see how much you've done here and think, well, yeah, I'm on the right path here. And what can I do in another 3 years? And then you look back again, whoa, but there's still more to come. But like I say, I feel like we're all at different stages in our life of what we're doing and where we're going. So it's going to have something to do with this number 1. Some of you may be lucky in a month and you've hit the jackpot and you've got it. Others, it might take a full year to do it. I'm not saying it's going to be 10 years because we're adding a naught to it. But a naught and a 1 is still 1. Remember, 1 plus naught is 1. 1 and naught is 10. So it's still coming back as a 1. So it's 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 10-year cycle. But either way, you've got this growth. So trust your intuition now. It's guiding you. And you've got to take the leap of faith. You're at this cliff. You're at this precipice of your life. And it's like there's this new feeling of passion and ideas, enthusiasm coming. And it's telling you, I've got to do this. I've got to go for it. And it's like you come to this cliff and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to jump. I'm going to go with this idea. What if it goes wrong? But your little white dog here is your intuition and he's snapping your ear saying, go on, jump, go for it. It's going to be okay. And you take the leap of faith and you might think you're going to fall and hurt yourself. But if you do, so what? You learn something. You pick yourself up. You dust yourself off. You keep going. Because without failing, we don't learn. We're on this growth now. We've got to learn negative stuff as well as the positive stuff. So get out there now. Push your ideas forward. But I feel like a lot of you Leos, look at this field here. We've turned it over. We've planted the seeds. What comes next? Growth. So in other words, you've either done the hard work or you're about to lay the foundations. You're just waiting now for it to come in. You're waiting. 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 10 years. So it's there. I just feel so now you've just got to push forward. I just feel so things will come good. So I just feel like now you just got to keep going. And look, you've got your death card here. And look here, we've got the King of Wands here. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean it's a king. You know, it can be a female as well. But let's just say generally we've got this person here. The Wands is a fire sign. It's fire energy. He's the Leo. Fire signs. So there's new beginnings now for you fire signs. The death card, it's endings and new beginnings. So it just feels though now you've got to get out there now. And I just feel so now it's all this positive growth. So if I look at all that, it's looking pretty good. Yes, there's some bit, that looks a bit, but don't worry. Sometimes we've got to go through change. It's like being reborn. And I feel like you Leos now, you can go through a change. And I just feel so it's good. Right, let's have a look at work and career, Leos. Oh, right. Okay. Right, Leo. Leo. What is going to make you happy? This is what I'm feeling. What is going to make you happy? Just let me have a drink of my coffee. Right. Leo, what is going to make you happy? Because it's a bit like 1 minute you're happy, 1 minute you're sad. 1 minute you're sad, 1 minute you're happy. It's like you're in the middle. Now, we all can feel like that, yes. But I feel like you've got to come to this point now within your careers as if to say, right, what's going to make you happy? So either you've got to change your career and start afresh, which is where that tower card was coming in before, knocking everything down, rebuilding yourself, starting again. Or you've got to breathe new life into what you're doing to put the passion back in. But sometimes you've got to look at other things, outside influences. Is there something on the outside that is affecting your growth? In other words, are you not happy in your home? Are you not happy with your lifestyle? In other words, when I say lifestyle, I'm not talking about money. I mean the way you're living. Are you not happy in your relationships? It's like there can be many factors here that, brings this in. But don't look at this too negatively, because it's a bit like saying to your best friend, God, have you got outside the wrong side of the bed today? We all have a moment, but we can dust ourselves off and sort us out. So this is why you're in the middle. You're not exactly depressive, because you have got happiness and joy here. There are aspects of your life where you're feeling good or optimistic about the future. Or maybe you're so pissed off at the moment that everything feels, oh, but you know where you're going and where you're heading. If you keep fighting forward, you're going to get to this point. So it's a bit of a battle, but you're going to get to this point. So it's either things need to change, or you just got to keep pushing forward to get to that change. But some of you are trying to keep the peace, keep the balance, or you've just got to try and keep things to keep balanced. Because it's like juggling things around, isn't it? It's like, I've got to do my job, I've got to look after the home, I've got to sort the money out, I've got to pay the bills, I want to try and have a bit of socialising. Oh God, it's tearing the air out. How can I do all these things to keep me happy? Or are you taking on too much to keep you happy? So what is really going to make you Leos happy now? And I know Leos are supposed to be the ambitious people going out there, but that's not quite true. Because Leos sit in two ways. Picture the Leo the lion, the king of the jungle. That king of the jungle, Leo lion, he's got two personalities. And what I mean by that is, it's like one of those lions sits on his throne and just wants to sleep all day and be lazy Leo the lion. Oh, I'm just going to sleep on my rock now. I'm going to have a laze about. In other words, they're capable of doing things because they are the king of the jungle. But sometimes they need a push. Maybe that's where the partner comes in, to keep them fired up, to push them forward. But very capable. But it doesn't mean they want to go out and set the world on fire. They'll just sit there and look at what they own, whether it be a little or a lot, and they're happy. Great, nothing wrong with that. But then there's the other side of the Leo, where they are the king of the jungle and they want to be out there and they're going to go out there and get it. So it depends which way you look at yourself. So maybe some of you now have just got to find this balance in the middle. Just perhaps push yourself a little bit, or I'm happy with what I've got, but maybe I just got a few things to tidy up. But we'll never get that balance. Some of us do, some of us don't. So a bit of figuring out to do here. But it's there. The possibilities are there. And here, you've got the ability to make money. But money isn't everything. So again, it's like some of us could be striving to make more money or to do more, but have we got to find a balance now that keeps us happy? And it's funny that, isn't it? Because for the last 20 years, I have pushed myself, taking gambles with money, and I've lost money. Because I've been striving to be this person. Striving. I've lost so much money over the years with wasted ideas, but it's like I've got an idea, I've got to take that gamble. And that's the Leo in me, because I'm a Leo. So it's like we push ourselves. But this kind of sits right with me, this does, because what's your wishes and dreams? And now I'm looking for a bit of balance. I want a little bit more money, but I'm not going to be reckless no more. In other words, I'm saying, well, I just won't get there, but I'm not bothered about being this rich person, successful person as he is. I just want to be okay now. I just want to be in balance. So maybe some of you, like me now, are going to be saying, right, well, I need that little bit more to just create this happiness and joy, but maybe not as much as I did here back then. So in other words, as you've changed and you've grown and you've matured, you're looking for balance. But then as you get older, because the king is the older person, the mature man, you look at things differently to what you did when you were younger. When you're younger, you strive to do more, but when you get older, you just want balance. That's interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Right, let's have a look at relationships. I don't like them upside down. Okay, relationships. Well, what's interesting to see here now is there is a lot of positivity coming in. The Wheel of Fortune, things are changing, things are moving forward. Remember, the Wheel of Fortune, I always look at that as like the seasons of the year. The seasons constantly change. We can't have summer forever. We have to go into autumn. We have to go into winter. We have to go into spring. We go back into summer. The Wheel of Fortune is like good luck. Can't have good luck forever. The Wheel of Fortune constantly changes. So there is a change now. You're going onto a different cycle of your life. And again, look at here, the cups of water, the angels trying to balance things out. So it's like it feels so you're looking for balance. But sometimes it does feel like you're holding on to things. But also for some of you, it's trying to tell you to hold on to what you've got and start to set goals for the future. But it's like we're going on to a different passage in lives now, and all the troubles we've gone through over the last few months, few years, they're going to start to get easier. So we're looking for more balance in our lives. So whatever energy we put into things now, we need to get back what we put in emotionally. Or there has to be a bit more give and take. But that isn't just with you, it's with your partner as well. Don't you just do all the giving. They've got to give a bit of balance. Or are you not in balance with what you've got? The Tower card's coming in here. For some of you Leos, you are going to make major changes, but I just get the feeling with the Knight of Coins, you stood still. It's like you're not rushing into things. But you're looking for balance. You're looking for fresh starts and new beginnings, but you've got to take that leap of faith to get it. And I feel like with some of you Leos as well, you're kind of alright and settled, but I wouldn't say you're jumping for joy. But again, you're looking for balance, as if to say, well, you might not be jumping for joy there, but would you be jumping for joy somewhere else? So, life isn't always easy. It's a bit like saying the grass isn't always greener on the other side of the road. So you've got to decide now how much balance you're really looking for. If I were to just put this here, see that there? That's in perfect balance. And then here, you've got one out. So what this is saying is, you never get perfect balance. You just get near as damn it as you possibly can. So what you've got, or what around you, is that enough? Can you be happy and settled with what you've got? So, interesting. But there does feel like there is this slow kind of positive growth of where you're heading. So I just get the feeling of sort of, let's just sit in the fence and see where things go. Let's not rock the boat too much. Let's just see if I can find that happy balance. But I still feel here of getting this balance because there's a calmness here coming, but things still need to change. Something does still need to change, and I feel like if you try and get that change a bit more, you may rock it too much and it breaks. But then you could rock it and it could completely work. It's like a gamble. But what are you going to do to rock that boat, to take that gamble, to get the balance you're seeking? Life is one big gamble. So, it's like I'm sitting on the fence with this a little bit for you Leos. It's like I feel as though things are changing, things are moving forward, but what's coming next? It's hard to see yet. So I just feel as though just keep moving forward, see where life takes you. Things could improve greatly, but you may feel like it's not enough or it's not getting you where you need to be and you need to make a really big major change. But either way, you Leos, you're going to get that balance one way or another. Like I said previously, 10-year cycle. Okay, let's have a look at family. That one fell out there. Right, so some of you Leos are wanting change. Now, this time we've got the fire sign lady here. But like I say, I'm not really worried about females and males because there's going to be males watching this, females watching it. You know, it doesn't really matter. Let's just look at it as we've got, you know, an energy here of the fire sign. So we'll just get the feeling now, relationships are going to be the basis of how we deal with family. But there's confusion of moving forward here. And I get the feeling now there's two different directions we can connect with family. But I feel so for some of you wanting change, you don't want your life the way it is. It's like you're feeling restricted here within your home. So it's like it feels like you're looking for a bit more peace and tranquility and you wanting change. Change within the home, change within your life. You're trying to create a more solid base for yourself for the future. And I feel like you'll get it eventually because you've got victory coming in. But I do get the feeling you're rocking the boat here a little bit. It's like to get the peace and tranquility you want, you're going to maybe upset family a little bit. But it's like it feels like it needs to be done. But I feel like for as long as you can, Leos, I feel like you're going to try and keep the peace until it gets to a point where you can rock the boat or you can get the change that you're looking for. So it's like we're on a bit of a journey at the moment. You can go through some ups and downs, and I get the next 3 months or 3 years, it's going to take a while to get to the point that you want to get within family life. But I feel as though after that time period, you should be getting what you want. And I feel like for some of you Leos as well, you could be thinking about living near the water or going to the water. And I feel so that's going to be interesting. So I just feel as though whatever blockages there are here, you're going to break them and you will break them, and if you can't break them, you're going to walk away from it. So in other words, you're going to be making some major changes in the future. But it just feels like at the moment you're riding the storm. It's like you're not exactly happy the way family's going, but you're not rocking the boat just yet, but you're going to rock the boat. And it also may have an impact on money, or money could have an influence on it, but I just feel so don't worry about it. And also some members of family may want to borrow money or give money. And again, that could be a bit of a tricky point, but I just feel as though there could be some disagreements coming up with money. But just try not judge each other too much. There's a reason to be dealt with money and there's a reason to discuss it as well. But I just feel so try and be calm about it, as otherwise it could upset the equilibrium. So just be very careful of what's been said about money, because I get the feeling, Leos, you're going to get very, very pissed off over money over the next couple of months. And it's not that money's short, but I just feel like somebody is taking the mick with money, and it's like you're not happy about it. I don't feel like you're jealous about the money, but I do get the feeling it's like somebody's like really holding on to it and they're not giving much, and I just feel so you're not going to be happy about it. So it's like I feel that there's going to be some big changes coming up in the coming months or the next couple of years to do with money. And it's like as if to say, do you know what? I'm not paying for all this. It's got to be shared out. So it's like just wait and see. But I just feel like you're right on what you're going to be thinking with this money, because if they don't do it here, they've got to do it there. It's like somebody doesn't want to pay their way. So I just feel so don't take no messing about, Leos. Get it sorted. Okay, and let's have a look at money generally. It's like we've had a lot to say here, Leo. It's like it's a very important month for you, Leos. Very interesting month. Right, I feel like, Leo, money isn't bad, but there's certain things you're not happy about, and there's going to be some disagreements and arguments over it, but you're going to get it sorted. So don't worry about money too much, but I feel like as time goes by, it'll become more prevalent. Let's have a look at health. Keep an eye on your hands and wrists. Something to do with the past has got to be dealt with of health. Keep an eye on your stomach area. Keep an eye on some chesty coughs and colds. And you've got to seek advice about the stomach area, because if you don't, it's going to get worse. Okay. Right, well, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope that's made sense. If you do want a private video reading with me, please do contact me. I'm quite happy to do that for you. So do get in touch. I hope you've enjoyed it, and tune into the next one. Thank you.